Hello classmates, this is Joe Cimarillo, and this is my brand video. My father was born in southern Italy and came to Chicago on his own when he was 18 years old. He worked as a tailor, owned his own business, and eventually became manager of a number of tailor shops. My mom was born and raised in Chicago and was a Chicago public school teacher for 40 years. My mom lost her father at an early age, helped support her younger siblings, and worked her way through college to become a teacher, eventually retiring as assistant school principal. I've started with the background of my parents because the examples that they set for me in their own personal and professional lives influenced my behavior and values. A few of the many traits my parents instilled in me was the value of an education, hard work, and treating others with respect. I think that these values are part of what makes up my own personal brand. An example of how education played a part in my upbringing is that when I was a junior in high school, I found my passion. I told my parents I wanted to be an auto mechanic. They said, "That's great. After you graduate from college, you could go to auto mechanic school." The point my parents were trying to make was that I could do whatever I wanted, but as long as I got a college education first. Once in college, I found my next passion for computer science and computer programming, which I still enjoy to this day. One of my traits is that I'm steady under pressure. I think part of the reason this came to be was when I was in high school, I was on the school football team for 4 years. Being one of the smallest guys on the team and getting hit by guys more than twice my size and having summer doubles practices in 90+ degree heat toughened me up. So when I get a 2 a.m. call saying a priority 1 production job is down, or I have to meet an aggressive project timeline, I often think back to my high school football days, thinking this is nothing compared to football. One of the other reasons I'm steady under pressure, I believe, is that no matter how big the task, I will not let myself get overwhelmed. I will take the task at hand and begin to break it up into many smaller tasks. Also, if I don't know how to do something, I could figure it out by reading the manual or reaching out to one of my teammates. Growing up, in addition to playing football, I also played baseball and basketball. I think this has helped develop one of my other traits of being a good team player. When being on a team, it is important to know your role and how it impacts the team's goals. When being on a team, it's also important to know when to let others contribute. My personality of being warm and friendly also strengthened my ability as a team player. These are a few of my traits. If you want to know more, we could meet over a cup of coffee. I never turn down a cup of coffee unless it's after 4 p.m. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.